Hi, welcome. My name is Nicole Costeres and I am here to share with you the Oracle of June. Now, in these monthly oracles that I will start this time, I am going to share with you what I'm sensing intuitively, what's moving collectively. So I'm going to tap into the waves and the currents that we meet collectively as a humanity, and with that we are invited to individually inside of ourselves. Now, before I go to sharing with you about the energies of June, I want to take a moment to look back in the month of May and even the months before, as these few months have been really inviting us into a deep death inside of us and into a deep death in our lives. And so these months before June have been really a beautiful opportunity to see how comfortable we are with the dynamics of death inside of ourselves and inside of our lives. So it was really clear to explore where we were contracting around death and where we were able to surrender and allow things to be given back to life. Now, if there is still a big amount of fear of death and a need to control and a need to find safety in outside structures, then the month of May and the previous month before that have probably been a really huge challenge for you. So challenges that have come up in these months could have been around a very intense anger, very intense insecurities, fears, grief and sadness, and also symptoms that the body could give in these months was a strengthened PMS and inexplainable emotions that rush through the body, right? So in these months, what we could have noticed is that where previously maybe we wouldn't know where these emotions would come from, that now suddenly there are waves of emotions waving through us and we have no idea where it's coming from. So what could be helpful for the previous months to realize that the emotions that you've been feeling were not only yours. There were massive waves of anger, of grief, of sadness waving through our planet. So your intuitive being was not only picking up on your own, but also picking up on the emotions that were waving collectively. The month of May and the months before that have invited us into going into our own cave, into really going deep inside and to let go deeper into a surrender and a deeper intelligence of life. And so when I look back in these months, there was a variety of feeling really good and nourished in this cave, but also feeling really trapped and wanting to break free from the cage. Now, overall, the deeper purpose of these months where we are being invited to go into our cave was for a deeper place of the soul to reveal itself inside of us, and a deeper place of the soul to reveal itself planetarily. It's really a moment in history where the point has come where these old structures no longer work, and where we for years already could feel that this new rising of a new society would happen someday. Now are the months where it's actually activating like it has never done before. And so although the month of May was a month on this side of the world in spring, energetically we've been moving for a few months through a very strong winter. And in the month of June, we'll slowly start to notice more of spring coming through these winter times of energetic winter. And in these waves of spring that are starting to move through more and more, starting in the month of June, you'll start to recognize suddenly more of a deeper you. So where before things were only shedding and falling away, suddenly there are qualities inside that you have been longing for, and suddenly they show up. And suddenly there are projects that you have been dreaming about that start to birth themselves. Suddenly the new way of sharing yourself in the world becomes available. Now with that, it's very important to stay as aligned to yourself as possible. And what could really help in that is to surround yourself with like-minded hearts. to surround yourself with people that carry the same frequency and that want to move towards a same new earth or a similar new earth as you. This is a time where there is a massive potential for this new earth to rise, and in that it's so important that we make conscious decisions on who we want to be in life right now. So this might be your call to step into your dream job, to step into sharing your gifts with the world like you've never done before. And this can be super scary. So surround yourself with people that are in support of you. Surround yourself with videos, with audios, with books that are in support of the frequency that you want to carry in these times. Because this frequency that we carry all together is what will birth this new earth into reality. Now, as we're stepping out of a reality that is structured and carries a frequency of control and a need to be safe, we are moving into a different intelligence that moves some way in a less logical way. So the fastest way for you to birth that deeper self that you feel inside is to stay as connected as possible to your resonance. To really tap inside and listen to where your resonance and where your intuition is guiding you in each moment. Even if it doesn't make any sense to the logical mind, even if you're not sure how that would ever support your dream or your purpose, trust where your resonance is guiding you in each moment, because that's the fastest way to your deepest alignment. Now, if you would like some inspiration and support in stepping up in your leadership in a deeper place from your soul, I recommend you watch the Birthing of Your Soul into a New Earth Part 3, which you can find in the Soul Transmission section on the page. And this will give you a more clear view on how you can allow your soul leadership to come more forward. Now, if you feel like you want a bit more support in living from a surrendered place, next week I will share together with Sophie Josefina more about from strong and independent to powerfully surrendered. So that transmission will support you in daring to surrender more to a deeper intelligence of life and surrender more into a feminine flow in your daily life, in your work, in your relationships. Now, June will continue to bring currents of death waving through our beings, as well as these currents of birth. They're starting to reveal itself more. And we start to understand from a deeper place that in death there is a birth, and in birth there is a death. And so we start to become more and more comfortable with these dynamics. So as death continues to wave also in June, you can, besides surrounding yourself with people from similar frequencies, surrounding yourself with videos, audios, teachers that inspire you, you can also allow yourself to be supported by the full moon and the solar eclipse that will both happen in June. So on 5th of June, there is a full moon that empowers the energies of growth. And so in whatever way that resonates for you, you can connect to this full moon and allow the energy of the full moon to support you in sharing your fullness with the world. Now, this solar eclipse on the 21st of June is going to be a super powerful activation of the soul's earth. And so also here you can allow yourself to be supported in the activation of your soul and to really carry globally with each other the activation of this new earth society. This solar eclipse is the starting point of a new civilization that can birth itself like never ever before. So I will share with you in this post a link to a really powerful summer solstice and winter solstice, depending on which part of the earth you are. An event that you can join by creating a fire that burns for 12 or 24 hours. Now these fires will be globally shared. There will be at least 100 fires that activate this new world society. Also in this month of June, Myself, together with Winter Jade Isley and Sia Huheka, we have a very beautiful online temple of which the doors are going to open in 1 week. And this temple is going to support you through the gates of death. This temple of death is going to support you in shedding all the skin that you no longer need, so that you can pass through the eye of the needle, leaving behind everything that's no longer in deep, deep resonance with your calling and your soul. So for this month of June, I wish you a really powerful month where you can become even more fluid and flexible in your being, where you can let go of the identity that you've been carrying for yourself and embrace a deeper place of your soul. I wish you a very powerful month where you can continue to allow the waves of death to happen, and where you can start to welcome more the waves of birth that start to show inside of yourself and your life. I wish you a beautiful day or evening, depending on where you are in the world, and much love.